This one's going to be a little bit different. Typically, I'm talking about runners or, my running journey. Well, that's come to a bit of a halt since I had an injury. And it wasn't an injury from running, it was an injury from hockey. Potentially tore my MCL. I was at the hospital today, waiting on an MRI. So we're going to do something a little different here. There are thousands of running channels on YouTube, but let's be honest. How many of them actually know what they're talking about? If you're looking for channels that will genuinely make you better, smarter, and more motivated, you're in the right place. Today, I'm counting down my top 6 running channels plus 2 honorable mentions you definitely don't want to miss. Look, finding good running advice online can feel like a marathon in itself. You got the super elites who are just completely unrelatable, the gear reviewers who seem to love every single thing a brand pays them to, and then the vloggers who care more about a cinematic sunrise shot than sharing something useful. As someone who spent way too much time watching running YouTube, I've seen it all, so I decided to be a filter for you. This list is made up of creators I personally trust and watch all the time, the ones who share real, valuable advice that has helped me and my own running. These are the channels that just get it right, especially for me. I'll be linking every single one of them in the description so you can easily go check them out. Number 6, Felix in Stride. Coming in at number 6 is a creator who is perfect for any runner who got into this sport after turning 30. Felix in Stride, this guy's based in Canada, actually very close to me. I've seen him at a number of park runs. He's done the BMO Marathon. He did the Beneva Half Marathon that I did. And he started his own running journey in his 30s. His tagline is literally running after 30. He's a relatively new creator, but his channel has been growing like crazy because it fills a huge void. His whole vibe is incredibly down to earth, reassuring. Felix's content is aimed squarely at the adult onset athlete who might feel like they missed the boat on being a real runner. He makes super practical videos on topics like why summer runs feel harder and tackles common worries like whether running really destroys your knees. What you get from Felix is a sense of validation and practical age-specific advice. If you're running after 30 and sometimes get discouraged, his channel feels like a chat with a friend who knows exactly what you're going through. Make sure you check out Felix in Stride. At number 5, we have Dylan Barry. Dylan has been on YouTube for a while now. He hits a perfect sweet spot between being a serious, dedicated runner and a relatable vlogger. He's not some untouchable elite, but he's a very talented and consistent guy who documents his training with a really authentic, no-frills style. The vibe of his channel is just pure love for the sport. It honestly feels like you're just tagging along on a run with a buddy. Dylan's videos often get into the philosophical side of running, the mental grind of training, not just from the runs themselves, but he also shares his own insight and, family and at home and whatnot. The reason to subscribe to Dylan Barry is for that steady dose of pure motivation. If you're looking for a channel that feels grounded, consistent, and just deeply passionate about the simple act of running, Dylan's is a must watch. Next up at number 4 is another newer channel. Number 4, Nathan Kessie. His channel's newer, it's growing, and for very good reason. Nathan documents his journey with a cinematic and introspective style that's really compelling, a fantastic blend of beautiful vlogging and genuine training insights. I love watching his marathon prep, his half marathon prep for the Eugene half marathon where he hit a PR. The vibe is calm, focused, very personal. His videos dive deep into the mental and emotional side of the sport. Thoughtful stuff that goes beyond just paces and mileage. He's also super open about his process and progress. What you get from Nathan's channel is inspiration with a heavy dose of reality, the quiet, early morning work that nobody else sees. If you appreciate a more reflective, story-driven approach that still packs in useful training knowledge, you should definitely subscribe. Number 3, Steven Scullion. Taking this number 3 spot is a channel that brings a level of legitimacy that is just hard to match. Now, Scully is an elite marathoner who has represented his country at the highest level, the Olympics. His YouTube channel gives a raw, unfiltered look into the life of a professional athlete who's just going through the grind right now. The vibe is pure, uncut, elite reality. It isn't polished, corporate, sponsored content. This is Steven often documenting the brutal workouts, the travel, and the mental highs and love of competing at the highest level. The value of subscribing to Steven Scullion is that unparalleled access to a pro's mindset. You see the work ethic, the self-doubt, the resilience it takes to perform. For anyone curious about what it really takes to be an elite, this channel is a goldmine. These are also in no particular order. So coming in at number 2 is Matthew Johnson. This channel is for anyone who loves seeing the extreme limits of human endurance. Matthew's content is built around jaw-dropping endurance challenges. The vibe is intense, inspiring, and honestly, a little bit crazy in the best way possible. Matthew combines the mindset of an ultra-endurance athlete with high-quality storytelling that really gets me inspired. So why subscribe? Because it's a shot of adrenaline. Watching Matthew's videos just makes you want to push your own limits, even if they're nowhere near his. He's incredibly transparent about the cost, both financially and physical, of his goals. Number 1, Shervin Shares. The channel, I believe, is the gold standard for the modern running YouTuber. Shervin has created a massive library of content that is the perfect blend of data-driven analysis, gear reviews, and personal marathon training vlogs. He's a hybrid athlete who successfully bridges the gap between being a serious runner and being a tech-savvy creator. The vibe is informative, high energy, and incredibly practical. Shervin is a data nerd at heart, and it shows comparing GPS watches, doing deep dives on health tech, and breaking down his marathon training with a focus on the numbers and what they actually mean. His guides for beginners are some of the most comprehensive and useful you'll find anywhere. I've watched them since I first started this. Subscribing to Shervin Shares is like getting a personal running coach, a gear expert, and a motivational partner all in one. For the runner who wants to get smarter, faster, and have the right gear to do it, I think Shervin Shares is one of the best out there. That's my top 6. Now, a few honorable mentions. These are channels I absolutely love, but didn't quite fit into that top 6, as they aren't just about running. First up, but Ben Parks. Ben's a giant in the running YouTube space, and for good reason. He's based in the UK and offers incredible coaching advice, training plans, race strategies, and gear. But if you're looking for coaching style advice and shoe gear, his channel is, in my opinion, one of the best resources out there. Second is Celine from the channel Celine Hart. Her channel is mainly focused on lifestyle and tourism, but running and fitness are a huge part of her life. She does a beautiful job of integrating her training into her broader adventures. It's a fantastic channel for anyone who sees running as part of a bigger, more adventurous lifestyle rather than the sole focus. So there you have it, my top 6 running channels that actually know what they're doing, plus 2 fantastic honorable mentions. The running community on YouTube is an incredible resource for motivation and information if you know where to look. I really hope this list helps you find your next favorite creator. Maybe I'm going to be one of them on that next video. Make sure you click that like button, subscribe button, do all that other jazz. It really helps the algorithm. And I'll see you for the next one, hopefully post-injury. Peace out, folks.